Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glorium Sea series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So with this video, I am going to kick off the start of my planner setup and kind of like my lineup for 2024. I know that it's a little bit early to start thinking about 2024, but ever since I got my Hobonichi order, I have been setting up all my planners that I'm going to be using for next year, and I really want to go more in depth in some of these videos, just kind of telling you how I plan on using my planner system for next year. I am trying to simplify things, but I do have a number of planners here that I'm going to be using. But I do feel like the way I'm using them is a little bit more simpler than I have tried to use them in the past. So we're going to be starting today's video with the Hobonichi weeks. I believe this is my 5th, or maybe it's actually my 6th year of using the Hobonichi weeks planner. I do like this size. It's nice and compact, fits really nicely in your purse. I've used this planner in a number of different ways over the years. It used to be kind of like a memory keeper in the beginning, where I would write kind of like what happened during the day in these pages. I also used it as a reading journal. I am a romance author and an author assistant, but I also do book reviews professionally, and so I was using the notes pages quite a lot for tracking that kind of stuff. So, so there are definitely a number of ways that you can use this planner, but for this upcoming year, I am actually going to be using this planner for YouTube. So all the videos that I plan on filming for this channel will be going in here starting in July of 2023. So this year, I did start using my current weeks as a YouTube planner. Previously, I was using an A5 compact vertical from Erin Condren, and while that worked, I just found that the A5 size was quite large, especially because I was carrying it around in my planner bag with an A5 wide planner. So you guys know that every Sunday I do post my memory plan with me's in my A5 wide or Estelle, and carrying around such big planners all the time was just really tiring. So I decided to go for the weeks, and so far the weeks has been working, and so that is why I decided to continue on in 2024 using this as my YouTube planner. So I do have a cover here. This is from Estelle, one of my favorite planner company brands. This is the Hobonichi Weeks cover. This is the cloud cover in the camellia color. So the camellia is a really nice light pink. Sometimes it even looks a little whitish on camera, but it is a light pink. I love the scallop details because it matches the sticker kits and also the inserts from my shop. So I love that little detail. I did not end up getting a cover from Hobonichi this year, which was really surprising and kind of unlike me because I do have a really large Hobonichi cover collection. But because I got this 6 months ago, I just feel like I want to stay in it for a little bit longer. So that just kind of goes to show how much I really like this cover. But the cover is really nice. I can kind of go through the setup with you a little bit. So what I like about this cover is that you do get this side pocket. So if you are taking this planner on the go with you, this is a handy place to put cash or maybe a few items that you don't want loose in here. So in here, I keep it pretty simple. I do have these deco sheets in my shop, and I actually use this to decorate the monthlies of my Hobonichi week. These stickers are the perfect size for that, so I have a few here, and you can purchase these individually or add them onto any of the kits that I have in my shop, and it's available in white matte and transparent matte sticker paper. So I just have an array of them in here. This one is the meow one, this is the woof one, and we do have matching Hobonichi cousin kits, journaling kits, and also vertical weekly kits with this artwork. And then I do have some of the journaling bits here. So I have the vintage gingham ripped washi, I have the dusty mauve grid ripped washi, and then some of the watercolor pastels, and a few other stickers from other shops like Faded Chronicles that I want to use in here. I also have the little pocket. This is like an adhesive pocket that you can use with your Hobonichi that came with the planner, but this year I decided not to use that. Like I said, trying to keep things a little bit more simple. You do have some card slots here, so again, it's perfect for an on-the-go planner. You can put all your cards in there. At the moment, I just have these blank task cards. So you have Bloom there, which is my word of the year, so I love that. And I have a little list one as well. So these were from Fluffy Angel Stationery. Unfortunately, she's closed now. I have a little die cut here from another shop that is closed. That was Tool and Twine. And then I do have my little iridescent heart bookmark. I do use these just to help me tab my corners. So for example, if you go to like the notes page, I can easily just add that here at the top, and it acts as a little bookmark, which I like. So I keep that in there to use. And then I have some smaller samplers. Again, these are samplers from my shop. These are actually the spring freebies. So if you purchased from my shop recently, you may have received those. And then here in this planner, what's nice is you have the ability to slide your Hobonichi weeks in here. So I have the back of it kind of tucked in there, but you also have these attachments where you can loop your TN strings in. So in the past, I have used my TN inserts that I have in my shop with this planner, but at the moment, because I'm changing how I'm using it, and it's not going to be an on-the-go planner for me anymore, I've taken the elastics out, but the elastics do come with the planner. And like I said, I do have Hobonichi week size printables in my shop that will fit in a TN style like this. And then I also do have printables, full page stickers, which you can actually stick on the pages here. So if you potentially wanted to cover up these pages here at the back, maybe you don't use them and you want some more trackers or line pages, grid pages, and things like that, I do have printables that you can purchase from my shop that you can stick on there. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. The full page stickers are really easy to use. If you want, you can print them out on sticker paper and then cut them out so that they can adhere really easily, or you can just print it out on regular paper and then just use like a tape runner or something like that to stick them in. So as you guys can see here, I just have my Hobonichi weeks in here for 2024. This time I did not go for bow and tie design, which is what I typically go for. Last year I used the Marie and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite covers that I ever had in the weeks. But there was no bow and tie cover that I really loved this year. I thought the cat one was nice, but I wasn't a fan of the background color. And so I ended up with this one right here, which is the lavender. It's just one of the plain covers. And what I did was I just used some Simply Gilded patches here, and I adhered them to the front, and then I put the clear cover on so that they're a little bit more secure. They do add a little bit of bulk because they are patches, but I feel like beneath the plastic it will pretty much stay in place, so I really like that. At the bottom here I do have another Simply Gilded bow. This came in the summer box, and I just attached that to the little bit that kind of sticks out there for charms. So that is how I've kind of decorated it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, because this is a YouTube planner, I am going to be using it quite functionally. So when I open it up, I just have one of the deco sheets again from my shop. This one is the Sakura one. So I'm going to be using that just to decorate some of my pages in here. And what I've done actually in the front and also the back is I have glued in this decorative paper. So this is actually wrapping paper that I'm pretty obsessed with. It's all over my other planners. And so I decided to cover up the Hobonichi front here with this paper instead of trying to decorate it too much. Like I said, trying to simplify things just by having one or two things. And I really like this color. I think it matches pretty nicely with the cover that I have here for my weeks and also the camellia color. This is actually the wrapping paper that I'm using to wrap my books. I do sell signed personalized copies of my books in my shop, so I'm sure a few of you guys actually have this wrapping paper because I've been using it to wrap my books when you guys order it. So that is what I put on the front there. And I will mention that I do have the English version again. I have the English version for this year and I really liked it, so I decided to get it again for next year. So that means I do have the English calendar, which is really, really helpful. I'm not really going to be using this page all too much, but I am going to be using the monthlies. Same with this. This is just a perpetual calendar. In the past, I've used it to track work stuff, but because I'm not using this as an on-the-go planner, I don't have use for it now, but this is how the monthly pages look like. The monthlies in this planner do start in December of 2023. I probably will stick with my Marie weeks until the end of December. So I will probably jump into this in January so that there's not too much overlap. I do have these Midori clips here. They are really handy because they kind of help you mark your page, but they don't stick out too much. I have the copper version, so I have that in the monthly. And then I also have it in the weekly, and then this is the Simply Gilded one I have on the notes pages. So this is how I'm going to be decorating my monthly pages in my weeks. Like I said, I'm just using the deco sheets from my shop to decorate. So I choose a style or theme for the month, and then I will just dot the stickers around. And these monthly scripts are also from my shop, and again, you can purchase these stickers in white matte or transparent. So I have actually decorated all the months until December already for my monthlies, and the reason why is because I'm actually going to be using these monthlies to track my YouTube video schedule. So I will be writing in when I'm going to be posting videos each day in here, so I want it already kind of set up just so that I don't have to worry about decorating it when the time comes. So I can show you a brief flip through of all the decorated monthlies that I have done so far. So for January, I used the Frostbitten deco sheet. This was really popular, so I decided to use that. And again, all these stickers are available in my shop, and you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. For February here, I used the Sincerely Yours kit, so it kind of has a love letter theme to it with the hearts and the mail, but you do get some cute elements there with the fountain pen and the fountain pen ink, so I really like that. And then for March, I did use the Sakura deco sheet, so actually this one right here. So that turned out really pretty too. And then for April, I used the Mason Floral deco sheet, so this one just has mostly floral elements. And then in May, I used the Springtime Splendor collection. I really love the artwork of this one. This is actually one of my favorites. And then for June, I used the Blossom collection. Again, one of my favorites. I love this artwork. For July, I used the Sunday Brunch collection. So it kind of has like a food theme to it, which is really cute. And then for August, I used this deco sheet from Plenty of Planning. She's my friend, and I was giving out these stickers in a previous sale, so some of you may have this. So I use that for August. For September, I always think of like sunflowers and things like that, so I used the Fallon Floral deco sheet for that. And then in October, I used this deco sheet from Faded Chronicle. This is my birthday month. And again, I was giving out these stickers as a freebie in my orders too. And then for November, I used the Girl Boss collection. So I love the florals and the deep kind of plummy colors for fall. And then for December, I used these transparent stickers. So that's what they look like. They're nice because they don't add a lot of bulk. And again, this is from my shop. That's the Rose Floral Deco. So with each one, I just added the month there at the bottom, and that's how I'm going to be decorating the monthlies. You do get January, February, and March in here. And then the planner does start in November, so you can actually start on the 27th. So for the weeklies, I'm going to be using a combination of more of these deco sheets from my shop, but I think I'm also going to design and release some Hobonichi weeks kits. I know some people don't really use the kits anymore, but for me, because I'm going to be using this for YouTube, I definitely want to have checklists and things like that, and some boxes here to help me make this more functional for me. So I will be designing those and releasing them in the new year. So if you guys have any suggestions for a Hobonichi Weeks kit, let me know down below. Tell me what kind of format you want, if you want a 1-page kit, a 2-page kit, and what other elements do you want in it. Do you want trackers, washi strips, scripts, things like that, because I will be designing them to make this planner more functional for me. I do have kits already available in my shop for the Hobonichi Cousin. So if you guys are in that size, we do have a lot of kits already available for that size. But for the weeks, I definitely feel like it's time to release some weeks kits. I think that would be great in making this more functional. So if you have never seen the Hobonichi Weeks, I do just want to kind of go over the layout. It is a week on 1 page. You do get some quotes here. In my case, it's English because I got the English version. And then you also have a grid page. You do have a faint line here, which you can use to block off certain things. For me, I'm going to be using this to track my YouTube videos, so that is why I feel like having a kit would be really beneficial. So maybe I'll have like my to-do list on one side, my events on this side, and then my YouTube list on this side, and then maybe other general to-dos listed in this side. So it's a small planner, but I feel like you can use it in a lot of different ways. So that's why I feel like a lot of people can never really stray away from the weeks because it is so functional. You do get a couple of bookmarks that come with the planner, but with my cover I do have these ones, so I can use those to help me mark my page. I got the regular weeks. I don't have the mega. I've never gotten the mega actually, just because I never really finish all of the grid pages here at the back. But you do get, I think it's like 73 pages. Yeah, you do get 73 pages of grid. I know some people use these as their dailies or for note taking. I'm just going to be using these as notes. So I haven't really embellished these pages very much, but I imagine that I'll just be putting some stickers or a little bit of washi there just to jazz it up before I write on it. But yeah, this is a very simple spread. This is my simplest setup that I've done in a week ever, so this is kind of different for me. And like I said, if you are not utilizing these pages but you wish to for extra notes and stuff, I do have the full page stickers available in my shop, and we also have the calendars. So this is just the back, so I have more of that wrapping paper. I have a few kits that I want to use in here already, so I keep that kind of tucked in here at the back. I really like the fact that this cover has a scallop on it. I think it's really cute. And then the pen that I'm going to be using in this planner is the Uniball 1P pen. This one is in the 0.5 and it's the yogurt pen. That's the color, so I use that because I like how dark and inky it is, but it doesn't bleed. So that is my setup for my Hobonichi Weeks. Like I said, more simple than I've had it in the past. There's a lot less deco, but I'm hoping that I can come up with some beautiful Hobonichi Weeks kits to decorate the weekly pages, so I'm very excited about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this setup. Again, if you guys are interested in any of the stickers or the printables for the Hobonichi in my shop, don't forget to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. I will be setting up my Hobonichi Cousin soon. I have the Avec for next year, so that will probably be another video that will be coming up shortly after this one. So please don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments down below for any suggestions for the Hobonichi Weeks, and let me know also in the comments what you're going to be using your Hobonichi Weeks for. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.